tonight and only on RTV6, the sobering numbers behind the city's highest homicide rate in 7 years.
Without question, 2013 has been a bloody year. The death toll now stands at 117. Among the victims, babies, toddlers, young men and young women. And while certain segments of our community seem more vulnerable than others, we are all paying a price for the homicide rate. Our TV6 reporter Jack Reinhardt joins us live from our newsroom with our story involving the high cost of homicide. Jack?
Well, Raphael, no one in our community is immune to the violence, nor to the high price we all pay when someone dies at the hands of another. This year, the police have cracked down, the community has held forums, church groups have marched. Talk is cheap, dying isn't. In the heat of the moment, there is no thought of tomorrow, only of today. Homicide, the taking of another life, becomes the ultimate in selfish acts.
They don't realize the financial burden they're putting on their families, and then those who are doing the violence don't realize the financial burden they're putting on others when they kill someone. So no, they don't care.
2013 has become one of the bloodiest years in Indianapolis in nearly a decade. 117 people have died violent deaths, and the cost is shared by everyone. This year, the Center Township Trustee's Office has paid funeral expenses for 93 families at a cost to taxpayers of $158,000. And for Trustee Eugene Akers, the end isn't in sight.
I know of 5 families that have lost loved ones just this week that will be in here, and all of them are in Center Township.
Lavinia and Summers Funeral Home has hosted services for more than 50 of the city's homicide victims. Services for those who die suddenly are marked by grief and anger.
Most of the time, the police do come to the services because they're expecting some retaliation from the person's family, and we've had situations happening here. Most of the time outside.
These are programs of funerals I've been to just this year.
Metro Police Chaplain David Cody, who has personally attended the funerals of more than 60 of this year's homicide victims, delivers the same message to the survivors.
The common theme I say to them is the only difference in this funeral that I'm at today and the next one I'll be at is which one of you out there will be up here, because we don't seem to get the message.
The city's homicide rate, along with the number of non-fatal shootings, has declined in the second half of this year. But at some point, the community will have to rise up, draw a line, and declare enough is enough. And as evidenced by the 5 homicides over the past weekend, we're still a long way from doing just that. Live in the newsroom, Jack Reinhardt, RTV6.